Hey everyone, back to you in today's video. We're going to do the weekend forecast as always on a Saturday, having a detailed look at weather for the next 7 days across the British Isles. If you're fed up with the heat, we've got some good news today because it is going to be turning a little bit cooler and fresher. Don't go too over the top with this though. It is still going to be pretty warm for much of the coming week. I've been trying to get this across in the videos over the last week, but whilst we are seeing a change this weekend to a cooler, fresher regime, we're only going down to average temperatures at the low. It's probably still a bit above average at times down in the south, to be honest. It takes a long, when it's been as hot as this, it's been hot for a long while now, over a couple of weeks. When it has been as hot as this, it takes a long while for that to drain away, really, particularly from the south of the country. So it probably won't be until like next weekend that we turn properly cool and unsettled. I think you're going to have a lot of dry and fine weather through the coming week. Nevertheless, it will feel fresher, particularly tomorrow and into Monday as well. I'll get on with all the detail in a moment, just to say about the advertising, their video ads on my pages at gasmovies.com. Hit play on the video ad. You'll be able to support gasmovies.com. Thanks very much for doing that. Websites that we're using for the weekend forecast, we've got the radar pitch here and charts at the end from weatheroutlook.com. Also charts on webcentral.de. You can find a link to both those websites on my links page. So let's get on with weekend forecast and business situation right now. We've got rain coming into west of Scotland and edging down into Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland as well. Elsewhere it is mainly dry just at the moment. This rain is a cold front and it heralds the change to a cooler, fresher feel in the weather that's coming over the next 24 hours. Here is the facts chart for 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. This is the human interpretation of models by the forecasters at the Met Office. And it's this cold front here that's the interesting feature moving down across the country. It'll be quite a weak feature once it gets down into the southeast overnight, but it is changing the air mass, it's changing the feel of the weather and allowing cooler, fresher air to come down from the northwest out of the Atlantic. Here's today's GFS chart. This is where the cold front is up to the north and the northwest. Elsewhere it's very standard. We've got one more properly hot day to come down across the south and the southeast, with temperatures maybe up to 30 degrees again across some southern counties this afternoon. That's 86 Fahrenheit. That heat could spark off a few thundery showers and thunderstorms. They'll be pretty well scattered, but if you get one, you'll know about it. Now, up to the north and northwest, we've got that cloud and showery rain coming through Scotland, Northern Ireland. It'll be edging down into Northern England and North Wales by the end of the afternoon as well. Much cooler and fresher feel up to the north of Scotland, with temperatures there just 18 to 20. I say it could be up to 30 degrees, so down in the south, 86 Fahrenheit. One last sort of hot day. As we go through to tonight, that cold front will be coming down across all parts of the country. It'll be weak in the south, just a few showers there, but further north it could actually be a little bit more active, particularly across northeast England, maybe down into Lincolnshire. Could be some heavy showers moving through. Turning dry to the north and the west, and the temperatures will be dropping. So for Scotland and Northern Ireland, we're looking at minimum temperatures tonight of a much cooler and fresher, 10 Celsius, that's 50 Fahrenheit, but still warm and steamy down in the south, with minimums no lower than say 18 or 19 perhaps around London and some southeastern parts of England. Another very warm night down in the south. Going through to Sunday, that cold front will be clearing away and we're left with a trough really over the country. That'll be producing more showers, I think, for Scotland, Northern Ireland and Northern England through the course of Sunday afternoon. In particular, they'll be edging down towards Wales and the Midlands perhaps by the evening. Further south, we may start off with some showers across the east and the southeast. They'll clear off into the North Sea, and many southern and southeast parts will still be mainly dry, I think, on Sunday. It's still pretty warm. Temperatures in the south up to 26 degrees, perhaps 79 Fahrenheit, so still above average, but feeling cooler and fresher than it has been doing. And from the Midlands northwards, we're going to be near normal with the temperatures between say 18 and 23 being 73 Fahrenheit, and that's about where we should be for the end of July. Moving through to Monday, that upper trough is down in the south, so I think the risk of showers will probably be more focused around England and Wales actually on Monday. Some of them could be quite heavy with the risk of hail and thunder. The high pressure is reaching back in off the Atlantic to the north, so I think for much of Scotland, Northern Ireland, Northern England, fair amount of dry weather probably on Monday, with a shower risk down to the south and the southeast. Not everywhere in the south and southeast will catch showers, but they will be quite widespread and heavy, I think, on Monday. Temperatures will be a little bit down again, so looking at maximums in the south probably around 24, about 75, in the north probably somewhere around 17 to 20. Going through to Tuesday, we're basically under a ridge of high pressure, so a lot of dry weather going through into Tuesday. Some cloud and rain with this area of low pressure coming into the north of Scotland, so some cloud and rain there, but most other places will be dry with sunny spells on Tuesday. And temperatures, after a cool start, it will be cooler by night, but the temperatures will be lifting up, still getting into very warm categories, so 24, 25, possibly 26 degrees down in the south. That's into the upper 70s or around the 80 Fahrenheit mark. So, as I've been trying to explain in the videos through the week, I never really want to go too over the top with this idea that it's turning a lot cooler, because whilst it is turning a bit cooler and fresher, temperatures are still remaining in that warm or very warm category through much of the coming week. It's a similar scenario as go through into Wednesday, although this low pressure will probably be producing more in way of showers for the north. So I think for Scotland and Northern Ireland we'll have a risk of some quite heavy showery rain on Wednesday. For England and Wales, a lot of dry and fine weather around again, and again temperatures will be warm to very warm in the south, getting up to 26 or maybe even 27. Going through to Thursday, and main confidence in the forecast is falling. I think we've got a bit of a trough over the country here by this time. This low pressure down over Spain and Portugal is interesting as well. That could start to drift north. I think the general idea as we go through towards Thursday, Friday and next weekend is for low pressure to begin to take over and set itself up over the country. Notice the high pressure is pulling out well into the mid-Atlantic. So I think for Thursday we're looking at an increasing risk of showers across many parts of the country. Some of them could be quite heavy with a risk of hail and thunder. Will be dry weather in between with sunny spells. Temperatures will still be warm to very warm at 25 or 26 degrees. And then going through towards Friday and the weekend, is this idea that low pressure is taking over, and how it happens and the detail on it is very hard to pin down at this stage, so it'll be something I'll be keeping you posted about through next week. But I think overall the idea is for showers or longer spells of rain to break up. It could be thunder mixed in. We may have a risk of a bit of a plume coming up into the south, possibly producing some heavy thunderstorms there. And as we go through into Saturday, there we have an area of low pressure set up right over the top of the country, so rain breaking out I think widely towards the end of the week and next weekend, risk of thunderstorms, and eventually we may start to put in a much cooler sort of north to northeasterly wind. But the detail on that is very, very hard to come by. Finally, having a look at some charts from the weather outlook so you can see the weather in your area today. And here we go. We've got showery rain coming into the northwest, mainly dry, down to south-southeast, a few showers breaking out in the heat of the day. It'll be a hot day again in the southeast with temperatures reaching 30 degrees, 86 Fahrenheit. We bring that cold front down across the country overnight, so sunny will be a cooler, fresher feel all round, but still very warm down in the south. A lot of dry weather there, showers up to the north. As we go through to Monday, the shower risk is probably becoming more focused on the south and southeast. Actually, it's turning drier in the north. Temperatures edging down a little bit as well, but still in the warm to very warm category. A lot of dry and fine weather on Tuesday. It does look like a super day for Tuesday. Temperatures still warm to very warm down in the south, and still warm to very warm in the south on Wednesday as well, but more showery rain coming into the north. And then going through towards the end of the week, as I say, Thursday and Friday, the detail is hard to pin down, but the overall idea is that low pressure is beginning to take over the scenario, so an increasing risk of showers I think through Thursday into Friday, and by the time we get through to Friday and on into next weekend, we could well be looking at heavy rain and maybe even thunderstorms breaking out widely across the country as we get a final end to this warm and settled spell of weather. So in summary, a partial breakdown to the heat is taking place this weekend, but it's going to be staying warm for much of the coming week, not as hot as it has been, but staying warm to very warm. A lot of dry and fine weather, to be honest, through the early and middle parts of the week, and then at the end of the week I think that's when we're probably looking at low pressure really taking over, bringing a final end to the warm settled spell as heavy showers and prolonged spells showers of rain potentially breaks out from Thursday to Friday and into next weekend. But detail and the confidence on that is very low, so I'll be keeping you updated on it over the coming few days. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.